Hello, welcome. I'm Kristen from Kristen Cain Style. I'm so glad that you're here. I am a style and mindset coach, and I can help you simplify your style so that you can love getting dressed. If you would like more info on how I do that, I do work one-on-one with women, both online and in person. Style therapy is my package to transform the way you look and feel in your clothing. The details are listed down below. If you would like to book a consult call, that info is in the link also. And we can hop on a Zoom and see if we're a good fit and if I can help you get the style struggles that you've been dealing with maybe for a really long time sorted so that you can just get dressed and love how you look. Okay, today I want to talk about, do you even know what you like? I find that this comes up a lot when I am working with clients, that they really don't even know their style. And certainly all my years in retail made this, that it was sort of like I could have done some sort of research, data collecting on this, on all the times that women came in and purchased things that they weren't even sure they really loved. They purchased them because they were on the mannequin. They purchased them because they were brand new. They purchased them because they were on sale. They purchased them because two other women in the fitting rooms were purchasing them at the same time. They purchased them because their best friend said they should, but they weren't really sure they even loved them. And when asked to kind of pick what they liked, they kind of came up short. They weren't really confident. They lacked that, what I call style self-trust, that makes it so that you know what you like and you can confidently shop and edit and get dressed because you're clear on what your vibe is. And that doesn't mean you can't change your mind. It doesn't mean you can't bring in new things. You didn't like high-waisted jeans and now you do, or you didn't like, heels and now you actually wear shoes with a little bit of a heel. It doesn't mean you can't change your mind. It just means that for here and now, you are not deciding what you like. You're not getting curious about what you might like to wear and what you might like to look like. And that's keeping you stuck. And it's completely understandable. Most of us are not in the world of fashion. I'm not even in the world of fashion. Yes, I'm in the world of style with regards to helping women really, truly identify how they want to look and feel when they get dressed, and then begin simplifying their wardrobe and their style so that getting dressed becomes really easy and effortless, and achieving that look that they have decided is their authentic go-to, I feel most fabulous in this, achieving that becomes easy. But I'm no longer in the retail world. I shop almost exclusively thrift. The sweater I have on, I thrifted at Salvation Army. I'm not in the world of fashion. I have some fashion training. I certainly have worked in, Neiman Marcus. I have met Oscar de la Renta. I have attended many trunk shows and many fashion shows. But currently, I am just a regular person who has some style experience, but who has boiled it down to the most simple elements required to look and feel amazing when you get dressed. And so I can understand that it is overwhelming to go into any store that sells clothing and really feel like you confidently know what you like and what to buy and what size and what color and what goes with what. It is kind of a big jumbled mess out there. And I think retailers and manufacturers and designers really like the confusion that it causes, because it causes us to buy more. When we're confused, yes, a confused buyer doesn't buy. They do say if there are too many choices, no, you don't make any choice. However, with regards to clothing, we do need to get dressed. And I think most women feel like if I keep buying, I will eventually get it right. If I keep bringing home one more blouse, one more pair of jeans, one more pair of shoes, one more complete outfit, eventually I'm going to land on my ideal style and I'm going to be able to get dressed with ease, and this whole thing is going to be effortless. And unfortunately, that kind of produces the exact opposite result, and you just end up feeling more stuck and more overwhelmed and more frustrated. It is completely understandable that you might feel overwhelmed and unclear on what you like, because there is a lot out there, and there is a lot out there that comes at you from every angle, from social media and from walking through a store and from catalogs that might appear at your house and from what your best friend says and your sister tells you. And it's a lot to decipher. And it moves fast. Fashion is not a slow situation. Fast fashion and slower fashion move fast. Every single season there are new looks, and every repeating season, so fall after fall, there are new looks. And the designers and the manufacturers do not want you necessarily re-wearing what you bought from them last year, because that is not going to keep them in business. So it is understanding and completely normal that you are a little overwhelmed about what you even like, because likely When you walk into a store, it feels just like way too much input and you don't even want to have to pick something. And a lot of my clients tell me that. I don't shop anymore because I just can't stand the overwhelm. I have no idea where to even start, so I've just given up. And most of us find a style that works at a certain point in our life, and then we just keep repeating it because that's the way we do most things as our brains are designed. Our brains are designed to keep us safe. They are designed to find the easiest, most energy efficient way of operating. And so if yoga pants and a soft sweater has always been your go-to through raising kids and, whatever else, then when you even have an inkling that you might like to change your style, your brain puts on the brakes and says, oh no, that's scary. That could be dangerous. We want to keep you in the yoga pants and the old soft cozy sweater. And please don't think about that again anytime soon. So you don't. You keep wearing the yoga pants and the, what I like to call lazy go-tos. You wear those things that might be fine, but they're not making you feel amazing and they're not making you look amazing. And you get this sense of it's just too much and I don't even know where to start. And even if I could magically, have a brand new wardrobe appear, I don't honestly even know what I like. And I think a lot of times we shut down kind of that dreaming mechanism that we have. I know I have experienced this with homes where it's hard for me to even imagine a dream home because it just seems somewhat impossible to attain. And I think we do this at all different levels, whether it would be a dream car or a dream partner or a dream bank account or a dream wardrobe. Our brain wants us to be safe. And so our brain says, oh my gosh, to dream of that big thing that isn't yet here and isn't actually your reality is terrifying. And we don't know exactly how we would get you there. And so let's just shut that mechanism down. And so I hear this from clients a lot, that they have these ideas and these limiting beliefs that have been formed, and some of them have been solidified over decades that either have to do with, usually it's their budget or their body or their time. That they don't have enough money to shop and to look and feel amazing. They don't have the body that they want. And so they are postponing looking and feeling amazing in their clothes today because they're not happy with the way their body looks. And they don't have enough time. Their life is too busy. There's no way they can possibly pay attention to the clothing situation. And so they just keep wearing those lazy go-tos and feeling crappy about it, which causes kind of this mental clutter and this loop that doesn't ever let you look and feel great. It just keeps you stuck. And so if you are not loving the way you look and feel when you get dressed, and you're a little puzzled as to what could my style even be, if someone gave me a shopping spree to Neiman Marcus, I don't even know what I would pick because I don't even know what I like. You're not alone. It's a very, very common situation and it's remediable. So today I'm going to give you a little bit of homework. It's kind of 7 steps that I would take you through and I would suggest if you were a client of mine, if we were working one-on-one together, this is sort of how I would suggest that you begin. And so the first one is to merely pay attention. We can't change something unless we have awareness of it. And so until you're aware of the fact that you don't know what your style really is and what you really like anymore, you can't decide what you like because you're not paying any attention to that. And so if you can pay attention to other women, to what's happening around you, to who you see that you think, I like their look, whether it's a neighbor, whether it's a person on Instagram, whether it's a person on a TV show, in a movie, a friend, a relative, pay attention to women who catch your eye, and it could be men who catch your eye, whatever the vibe is. You could have a really masculine style. And so most women's clothing you're not interested in at all. You'd much rather look at, more masculine, classic, traditional shapes and colors and styles. Totally fine. Find some people to pay attention to that you can start to get a sense of, I don't like that. I do like that. There are lots of options, and you're going to know maybe more quickly what you don't like, and that's fine too. So if you decide, I really don't like orange and I really don't like red, and anytime I see someone in orange and red, I think, oh, why are you wearing that? Then don't look at anything orange and red. And if you have orange and red in your wardrobe, get rid of it. But that's a step or two down, so hold on a sec. First, pay attention. Pay attention to people and what they're wearing and what catches your eye. And the next thing is get inspired. Take it one step further. Aside from just looking at the women you see as you're going about your day, Go intentionally online. Go to Pinterest, go to Instagram, go to YouTube, watch a TV show where you have heard they are, stylish, and see, how you feel about that. It could be one of the housewives shows, where people are wearing current clothing and they, might be doing it a little differently than you are, just to get inspired. Look at the catalogs that maybe come to your home. Buy a Vogue magazine or an InStyle magazine and just get clear on what the options might be. And as you go through, kind of dog-ear the pages if it's on a piece of paper, or pin the things onto your own board and start to create a collection of things that you think you might like, that are actually appealing and you don't dislike, so that you're beginning to create this new vision for how you might want to dress and show up in the world. And the next thing would be take a field trip. I suggest this often. I do this with my clients. Go to a store, any store. It could even be a thrift shop if that's what you have available. It could be Target, it could be Old Navy, it could be Nordstrom, it could be Neiman Marcus, it can be anywhere in between, and go try on clothing. Try on clothing as if you are imagining a new version of yourself and you have no idea what she might like. Because essentially that's what you're doing. If you're not clear on what you like anymore because of any reason, because you've been stuck in the same style rut for a long time, because your life has changed, your circumstances have changed, your body's changed, your budget has changed, you just have decided you don't like anything in your closet anymore. Whatever the reason is, go on a field trip and start to try on a whole bunch of things. You don't have to buy a single thing. It's you maybe have heard me say here before, it's as I say often, you got to kiss a lot of frogs. Try on a lot of things, because eventually you're going to put one piece on and you're going to look in the mirror and you're going to think, oh my gosh, I love pale pink. I've never owned anything pale pink before. I had no idea how much I love the way I look and feel in pale pink. But until you get out there and try it, you're not going to know. And then it just feels overwhelming because you don't really even know where to start. So don't go with the idea that you need to buy anything. Just go with the idea that you are going to try on any and all the things that catch your eye, and take notes and take pictures of what seems like it could be something you'd want to include in your wardrobe. And then the next thing, because this is just sort of the quick 7 things that I would suggest, is to do a quick edit of your closet. Now that you have an idea from the things that I've mentioned, from the field trip and the getting inspired and the paying attention, now that you have some things that you know you like, you likely also have some things you know you don't like. And so go into your own closet and remove those things that you know you don't like. Now that you're starting to identify your new style vision and what you actually like right now, get rid of the things you don't. There are going to be some very clear, obvious, get me out pieces. And so remove those. Do that work right now. Later on, you can get deeper into it. But for right now, just pull out the pieces that are definite no's, that you know this is no longer authentic. And the new version of me, the person who I am, kind of seeking this new vision for, she's not going to want to wear that. Pull those out. And the next thing, though it may sound obvious, is to wear what remains. What is left in your closet before you buy anything, after your field trip, after you get inspired, after you're paying attention to other women and what draws you in, and after you've gotten rid of the things that are the definite no's, start to wear what's left. Start to put on the pieces that are hanging in your closet. I cannot tell you how often there is wardrobe gold hanging in a closet of a client who tells me she has nothing to wear. We're going to have to edit all of this out. None of it works. And then once we start to get clear on how she wants to look and who she is at this stage in her life, and we remove the obvious no's, there is stuff in there that is magic. She puts it on and she lights up. She's forgotten she has it. She didn't realize how she could wear it. So start to wear the pieces that are in your closet. Get them on your body. Take a picture in the mirror. Have someone else in your home take a picture, and prop your phone up somewhere and take a picture. But take a picture so that you have documentation and a reference to look back on, and take some notes. I felt amazing in that combination today. I felt amazing in that color. I really didn't like that sweater. It itched and I don't think I need to have that anymore. Or I wish I had more pants that were this shape. You will start to identify that new version of you and what she likes and what she doesn't. And you will be giving yourself permission to keep wearing the pieces and getting more and more familiar, and building that style self-trust so that when you do shop, you have some data. You know, I love these kind of pants on me. I love this shape. I love the softness of this kind of knit on against my skin, and I do not like wool. You start to get more clear on what your style requirements are and what you actually love, and it makes it easier to shop and easier to finish editing, the pieces that maybe still should go, and easier to get dressed head to toe and feel amazing. And then as you begin to collect some data from wearing the clothing that is in your closet, and you begin to have these little hunches of what you may like and what you may want to include in kind of this new wardrobe and new self you're building, then make a note of the pieces that are on repeat. So if you realize that in paying attention to other women and in doing the inspiration and going shopping and in editing out and in wearing your clothes, you realize that you absolutely dislike stripes and you don't care if you ever see or own another piece of striped clothing, then get the stripes out and pay attention to that. Or try, if you really want to wear stripes, try a different kind of stripe. Maybe horizontal stripes don't feel authentic, but a vertically striped blouse would actually light you up. So take notes, get some style elements down on paper so that you're starting to create sort of this clear outline of your style and what you actually like, which will serve you in shopping and editing and getting dressed. So it could be, like I said, the shape of the pant. It could be, I really wish I had more blazers. It could be, I keep repeating this white blouse thing and I don't have any white blouses, but when I see a woman in a white blouse and when I look on Pinterest and see white blouses and when I went to the stores and tried on white blouses, I realized what I really want is a great crisp white blouse and I don't have one. Make note of those elements that keep appearing in the different ways that you're kind of exploring this what do I like question, so that you have now a formula or an outline or some parameters for when you do decide to shop, you know what you like and what to bring in. And the last thing that I'll mention with regards to a tool that can help you define your style and really get clear on what you actually like is a tool that I use within style therapy. I do it a couple of different ways where we pick 3 words, or this client picks 3 words. I have a long list of style terms that is included in the package, the initial package that I send. And then we spend some time kind of boiling down and distilling to get to 3 words that really feel most authentic for the client or for you if you're doing this at home. And so they can be feelings and they can also be adjectives. And so whatever feels most authentic for you. So it can be, I want to feel powerful every time I get dressed. You know, powerful could be one of your words, in which case you are not going to buy things that don't make you feel powerful. You're not going to keep things in your wardrobe that don't make you feel powerful. And when you get dressed, you're going to put together pieces that create a feeling and a look that says powerful to you. And that powerful, I'm just using as an example. There are many, many, many words to choose from, but whatever those things are for you. For me, for a long time, my words have been simple, authentic, and beautiful, because I know that those are the things that if I rely on that kind of filter, and if I'm shopping, I pay attention to, okay, is this piece simple? Is it authentic to me? And do I feel beautiful in it? If I pay attention to those, it usually weeds out the pieces that I'm going to get home then and think, oh, what did I buy this for? This is not actually me, or it feels too fussy, or I actually don't feel all that pretty in it. So for me, simple, authentic, and beautiful have been the words that I have used for a while now. They might change moving forward, but the important thing is that you pick 3 words for you. What 3 words could you use with this list of style elements so that you know you like white blouses, and now you know when you go shop that you want a simple, authentic, beautiful white blouse. You know, you want your white blouse to bring those 3 elements kind of home for you, whatever your words are. And whatever your garment is, it doesn't have to be a white blouse. So I think that if you can pay attention, if you can get inspired, if you can do a little field trip, if you can get rid of the immediate nose, if you can wear the clothing you already own, and then take notes on the style elements that seem to be repeating so that you're getting a clear picture of what you actually like, and then create a little litmus test for yourself, a little filter that you can pass garments through essentially and decide, does this hold up? Does this garment make me feel the 3 things, the 3 words that you've picked? It just makes it a little easier to start to get, a lot easier actually, if you do this work, to get a clear picture of what you actually like. And then the old yoga pants and the old cozy sweater that doesn't actually make you look or feel amazing, it's just been the easy thing for your brain because your brain's like, there are too many clothes out there in the world. There's no way we can pick what we actually like. You have actually made it really easy for your brain to say, okay, today we're going shopping and we are looking for a sweater that makes me feel powerful and youthful and elegant. And then when you're shopping, if you pull a sweater and you've decided from your elements list that you really love cream and you really love only things that are soft, you won't wear anything you won't wear anything itchy, and you like a certain length in your sweater from all the homework that you did both in your own closet and trying things on and looking for inspiration. Then when you get to the store, you know you want, let's say, a cream sweater that's super soft and not itchy, that's the right length, that also makes you feel whatever your 3 words are. Powerful and youthful and elegant, I think were the 3 that I had chosen. So I hope this makes sense. I am really, really passionate about this. I want you to be able to figure this out on your own. I love working with women, and I would love to be able to work with every single one of you one-on-one, but I know that is not possible. So my reason for showing up here every Friday is to hopefully share one more little tip and one more little trick that I use with clients one-on-one that I can share here that hopefully you can take and run with and begin to get clear in this sense on what you even like. So that when you walk into a store, you are not totally overwhelmed and shut down and walking back to your car before you even try one thing on, because it just feels way too stressful. If there is anything that I can do to help, please let me know. You can comment down below if you have a specific question, and style therapy is the way that we could do this work one-on-one, and we can kind of really go through a bunch of these steps, and there is a very specific process in style therapy that will help you transform the way you look and feel in your clothing. It will completely change your attitude and outlook about style, and it will be effortless and fun to get dressed, and we could get to know each other. I would love that. So style therapy, the link is down below. Instagram, every Tuesday I do a live Q&A on Instagram at noon Mountain Time. They're all recorded and saved over there in my feed with all the videos. And so if you have a question, I put a question box up every Sunday or Monday. You can drop it in there. You can also put a question down below and just tag that it's for the Instagram live, and I will add it to the next live. I think that's it. I hope that this helps, and I'd love to know if you have done any of these things, if you're going to try this, if you struggle to really know what you like when you try to go shopping or when you try to get dressed because you have either worn the same thing for so long or have had some sort of a change in your life situation and now you're a little stumped, and I would love to know if these tips are helpful. That's it. I will be back next Friday with another video. I hope you have a really beautiful week. Thank you so much for being here.